10 signs someone's hiding feelings for you. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of secret crushes. You know those butterflies in your stomach, can't stop stealing glances kind of feelings? We've all been there, but sometimes it's hard to tell if someone feels the same way about you. Do they just see you as a friend? Or is there something more there? Well, don't you worry, because in this video we're going to reveal 15 telltale signs that your crush might actually be crushing on you right back. So buckle up, grab your detective hats and get ready to decode those hidden feelings.
All right, let's start with the basics. Eye contact. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? Well, they're also a huge giveaway when it comes to crushes. I mean, think about it. You're drawn to things you like, right? Like that delicious slice of chocolate cake or a cute puppy at the park. You can't help but stare. It's the same with crushes. If they're constantly locking eyes with you across the room, or if you catch them stealing little glances when they think you're not looking, that's a major sign they're feeling it. And you know what's even more telling? Pupil dilation. When we see someone we're attracted to, our pupils actually get bigger. It's science, folks, but pay attention to how they look at you compared to others. Do they hold your gaze a little longer? Do their eyes light up when you make eye contact? Those are all good signs, my friends.
Oh, okay, so we've covered the eyes, but what about the rest of the body? Body language is a powerful thing, people, and it can speak volumes about how someone feels even if they're trying to hide it. When someone's into you, they subconsciously want to be closer to you, so pay attention to how they position themselves when they're around you. Do they lean in when you're talking, like they're hanging on to your every word? Do they angle their body towards you, even in a crowded room? These are all signs that they're subconsciously trying to close the gap between you. On the flip side, if they're constantly crossing their arms, leaning back, or angling their body away from you, that could be a sign that they're not feeling it. It's like they're putting up a physical barrier between you. But if you notice that your crush consistently positions themselves closer to you, that's a good sign they enjoy your company.
Okay, let's talk about touch. I'm not talking about anything inappropriate, mind you. I'm talking about those little, seemingly innocent touches that can send shivers down your spine when you've got a crush on someone. You know what I'm talking about, right? A light brush of the hand when you're walking side by side. A playful nudge on the shoulder when you make a joke. Maybe they even accidentally touch your arm when they reach for something. These little touches are a way of testing the waters, of seeing how you respond to their physical presence. If you notice that your crush seems to find excuses to touch you, even in the smallest ways, it could be a sign that they're feeling a little spark.
Have you ever noticed how your crush's voice seems to change when they're talking to you? It's like their voice gets a little softer, a little breathier, a little more, well, let's just say it, a little more seductive. That's because when we're attracted to someone, our voices naturally change. We tend to speak in a lower register, which is subconsciously perceived as more attractive. We might also slow down our speech, as if we're savoring every word. And then there's the laughter. When your crush laughs at your jokes, even the ones that are only mildly amusing, it's like music to your ears. They're not just laughing to be polite. They're laughing because they genuinely enjoy your company and want you to know that they find you funny and engaging. So pay attention to how your crush speaks to you compared to how they speak to others. Do they seem more animated, more engaged, more, well, let's just say it, more flirty? If so, that's a good sign they're feeling it.
Okay, this next sign is a big one: memory. When someone's crushing on you, they tend to remember even the smallest details about you. Did you mention in passing that you love peanut butter and pickle sandwiches? Don't be surprised if they show up to your next study session with a jar of peanut butter and a bag of pickles. Did you casually mention that you've always wanted to see that new documentary about sloths. Don't be surprised if they invite you to go see it with them. When someone's crushing on you, they hang on to your every word. So, if you notice that your crush seems to remember even the most insignificant details about you, it's a sign that they're paying close attention and that they're genuinely interested in getting to know you better.
Okay, let's be honest. Everyone gets a little nervous around their crush, right? It's those darn butterflies in your stomach, fluttering around like they're late for a very important date. But nervousness can actually be a good sign. It means they care about making a good impression on you. So, how can you tell if your crush is nervous around you? Well, for starters, they might get a little tongue-tied. Stumbling over their words, saying the wrong thing, or just generally turning into a bumbling mess. They might also start fidgeting, like they don't know what to do with their hands. Playing with their hair, tapping their foot, or constantly adjusting their clothes are all classic signs of nervousness. But if you notice that your crush only seems to get nervous around you, it could be a sign that they've got it bad.
Have you ever noticed how your crush always seems to be around? Like they just magically appear wherever you are, like a lovesick puppy dog. Now, I'm not saying they're stalking you, although if they are, you might want to get a restraining order. But if you notice that your crush goes out of their way to be near you, it's a good sign they enjoy your company. Maybe they coincidentally show up at your favorite coffee shop at the same time as you. Or maybe they volunteer to be your partner for that group project, even though they know you're terrible at time management. Whatever the excuse, they're finding reasons to be near you, and that's a good thing. It means they enjoy spending time with you, even if it's just in a platonic setting. But if they're making an effort to be around you, it's a good sign they're interested.
Okay, this next sign is a little more subtle, but it's a big one: protective behavior. When someone's crushing on you, they might subconsciously start acting protective of you, even if they don't realize they're doing it. For example, they might subtly shield you from harm in a crowded room, like a human shield against rogue shopping carts or overly enthusiastic dancers. Or maybe they'll stand up for you if someone's being rude or disrespectful, even if it's just a mild disagreement. These little acts of chivalry might seem small, but they're a sign that they care about your well-being and want to make sure you're safe and happy. If you notice that your crush is always looking out for you, it's a good sign they care about you.
Okay, let's talk about hobbies. When you're crushing on someone, you want to know everything about them, right? Including their weird and wonderful hobbies. So if you notice that your crush is suddenly interested in your favorite things, even if they've never shown any interest before, it could be a sign they're trying to impress you or find common ground. Maybe you're really into pottery and suddenly they're signing up for a beginner's class. Or maybe you're obsessed with a certain band and suddenly they're blasting their music everywhere they go. Whatever it is, they're making an effort to learn more about the things you love, and that's a good sign they're interested in you as a person. If they're making an effort to learn more about your passions, it's a good sign they care about what you care about.
Okay, let's be real. Social media is a big part of our lives these days, and it can be a major indicator of someone's interest, especially when it comes to crushes. If your crush is constantly liking your posts, commenting on your photos, or sliding into your DMs, it's a good sign they're thinking about you even when you're not around. They might not be ready to declare their undying love for you in a public forum, but their social media activity speaks volumes. They're paying attention to what you're doing, what you're interested in, and who you're hanging out with. And they're using social media as a way to stay connected with you, even if it's just through a screen. If you notice that your crush is consistently engaging with your social media content, it's a good sign they're interested in you.
Well, there you have it, folks. 15 telltale signs that your crush might actually be crushing on you right back. From those lingering glances and accidental touches to their sudden interest in your favorite hobbies, these signs all point to one thing: they're smitten. So the next time you're around your crush, pay attention to their body language, their tone of voice, and their overall behavior. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who need a little help decoding their crushes. Until next time, stay curious.